Hello everyone, I am Teacher Lynn here from Camglish.com, and today we'll have the reading part of our activity from the book Side by Side, 3rd edition. And to start that activity, let's proceed to our page. It's from 60 reading. Alright, we have here a wonderful family. Let's read it together now. Mr. and Mrs. Patterson are very proud of their family. Their daughter Ruth is a very successful engineer. She has been an engineer since she finished college. Her husband's name is Pablo. They have been happily married for 35 years. Pablo is a professional guitarist. He has known how to play the guitar since he was 4 years old. Ruth and Pablo have 2 children. Their son David is a computer programmer. He has been interested in computers since he was a teenager. Their daughter Rita is a physician. She has been a physician since she finished medical school in 1997. Mr. and Mrs. Patterson also have a son, Rob Herbert. Herbert is single. He has been a bachelor all his life. He's a famous journalist. They haven't seen him since he moved to Singapore several years ago. Mr. and Mrs. Patterson feel fortunate to have such wonderful children and grandchildren. They are very proud of them. Alright, that's good. Now let's do the reading checkup. True or false? Alright. True or false? Ruth got married 35 years ago. Is that true or false? Alright. What is your answer? Okay, that's true. Okay. Next one. Ruth's husband is a professional violinist. Alright, false. Ruth and Pablo have 2 teenagers. Okay, another true. The Patterson's grandson is interested in computers. That's true. Number 5. Rita has been in medical school since 1997. Oh, it's false. She's been a physician. Number 6. Herbert has never been married. True. And then Herbert hasn't seen his parents since they moved to Singapore several years ago. False. It's Herbert who moved to Singapore. Alright, now let's do another one. Reading working their way up to the top. Let's read it together. Louis is very successful. For the past 6 years, he has been the manager of the Big Valley supermarket on Grand Street. Louis has worked very hard to get where he is today. First, he was a clerk for 2 years, then he was a cashier for 3 years. After that, he was an assistant manager for 5 years. Finally, 6 years ago, he became the manager of the store. Everybody at the Big Value supermarket is very proud of Louis. He started at the bottom and he has worked his way up to the top. Next one. Kate is very successful. For the past 2 years, she's been the president of the Mercy Company. Kate has worked very hard to get where she is today. She started her career at the Mercy department store in Dallas, Texas. First, she was a salesperson for 3 years. Then, she was the manager of the women's clothing department for 10 years. Then, she was the store manager for 8 years. After that, she moved to New York and became a vice president. Finally, 2 years ago, she became the president. Everybody at the Mercy Company is very proud of Kate. She started at the bottom and she has worked her way up to the top. Alright, reading checkup. Answer true, false, or maybe if the answer is not in the story. Louis started as a cashier at the Big Value supermarket. Is that true? Alright, that's true. He has worked there for 6 years. Alright, what is your answer? Is that right? Alright, that's false. All employees at the Big Valley supermarket start at the bottom. Oh. You can say maybe because it's not mentioned, right? Okay, let's type it. Next. Kate has been the manager of the women's clothing in Dallas for 10 years. Alright, that's true. The women's clothing department was on the bottom floor of the store. Maybe, alright. Kate hasn't been a vice president for 2 years. Alright, what is your answer? Okay, that's false. Alright, and for writing, write a story about your English teacher. How long have you known him or her? How long has she or he been an English teacher? What did she or he do before that and how long? Where does he or she live? How long has he or she lived there? Has he or she lived anywhere else? Where? How long? Alright, and besides in teaching English, what is your English teacher interested in? How long has he or she been interested in that? Alright, and that will be the end of our reading activity for today. This has been Teacher Lynn, and I'll be seeing you again on our next video. Goodbye.